to Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. I'm your host, Janette Burke, and we are live on location at the Toronto International Film Festival for TIFF. Yes, we're bringing you celebrities and red carpets and all things glam, but we're also going to take a look at the behind the scenes of what goes on in TIFF that you may not know of or you may not be aware of, and I want to tell you they're less than glamorous. And we're actually down in the trenches. I'm here with this lovely lady, Antonia, and she loves to come to TIFF. Why don't you tell me exactly what attracts you to come here, why you're standing in a lineup to get on a red carpet lineup to see Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal come out of their premiere for their film?
Hi, well, I'm here because I'm a big fan of TIFF, and I have been for a couple years now. I try to go out and see as many movies as I can. Tonight, this was sold out. Couldn't get tickets for Nocturnal Animals, so the next best thing is to hit the red carpet and see some of the celebrities come out.
Okay, so how many years have you been coming to TIFF?
For the past 4 years.
4 years. And you said you're a big fan of it. What makes you such a big fan?
I think we see a lot of excellent movies coming out of TIFF every year, and it's certainly a great time to see a lot of our favorite American celebrities coming up to Canada, and usually in good spirits, so it's a good time.
Okay, so you're here every day?
Not every day, I have a job, but as much as I can, yeah.
Okay. We have jobs too, it's called media, and we're trying to show the other side of TIFF. But anyway, thank you so much for talking to us, Antonia. And stay with us because we got a lot more TIFF to come. So here we are at the Hello Canada party at the beautiful Thompson Hotel. And you know what? I was talking to you a little earlier about being accredited media and having to RSVP for every carpet. But what I failed to mention is you actually have to have a separate RSVP for every single gala, party, and event. And that is a lot of work because you have to contact all the right people. So that would be the people that move it, the people that are organizing, or the PR people. So it takes a lot of effort, and you don't always get a yes. But anyway, this is how it works. This is behind the scenes at TIFF. We have to follow stars in order to get them. We have to stand in crowds, and we have to bear the rain. Yes, I had straight hair when I started. Now I'm being rained on. Our equipment could be ruined. We do all this to bring you your favorite moments. People are in and out of here faster than the speed of light, and there's multiple parties and multiple locations that we have to run to from one to the other to get all this footage for you. We're switching between heels and we're switching between flats, and we're going inside and out to bring you behind the scenes coverage of what actually goes on with screaming fans and people coming in and out to some of the biggest parties here in Toronto at TIFF. So this is what it's like to work a red carpet. You line up, you get a little spot like that in a very cramped place. And actually, we can go a little closer in. They line you up like sardines. That's if you actually get it, because I want you to know how the whole procedure for media works here at TIFF. So you could be accredited media, and still not get your red carpet. So I know that sounds a bit contrary, but that's the way it is. You actually have to RSVP every single day for the red carpets that you want. You receive an email, and you have a window from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. to RSVP, and then it's decided whether you can have that red carpet based on your reach, who your demographic is, what your show is about, etc., etc. And then by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's a yay or a nay. So then you got to get it together really quick. You got to have your hair, your makeup, and your outfit done. You run down here, you pack up a bag because you have to go flats to heels, flats to heels, flats to heels, and you just work it. And that's what it takes to be media at TIFF. Everybody thinks the stars travel in these big limos, and a lot of them do, but you know what? They get caught in traffic for miles, and it takes them hours and hours to both drop off and pick up talent or stars for the carpet, and their PR people freak out. So we decided to take another route. We're on the way to Hello Canada party, and we're actually driving with, what's your name, hon?
Hamza.
Hamza is a peddler with a bit of an electronic help, and we're in this little, almost like I guess a modern version of a college on the streets of Toronto on our way to the Thompson Hotel for the hotel party, the Hello Canada party. So yeah, this is a different way to travel, and I feel I'm traveling in style. But you know what? I'm always leading edge, right? So what the hell? I'm having fun. I'm sitting here with CATERINA CAMPAGNA, right here in the Filmmakers Lounge at TIFF. And CATERINA, tell us a little bit about what you do and some of the challenges you have faced to get where you are today.
Okay, I'm an actress, I'm a writer, I'm a producer. I just directed my first featurette. It's in post-production. Challenges that I face as a woman, right, in the business. It's very challenging in the sense that I feel I might have to say everything twice, because they're just looking at, okay, here's this demure person who's just kind of like, okay, could we do this? Could we do that? I don't believe in being aggressive. I believe in collaboration, and sometimes people could take that as being passive or submissive. And I just want ultimately everyone to have an equal say, so the project is the best for the audience at the end of the day. Like, even though I may take the leadership role, I think women are more open to hearing other people's interpretations, ideas, opinions, what have you. Just, okay, this is my view on something. I'm still open to hear your ideas.
Okay, so when you're going to produce a film, how do you get it off the ground?
It could be anything. Like, if you have this vision, don't think that somebody has to come and give it to you. Even though you're a woman, even though you're a minority, even though you're handicapped, even though you're gay, what have you, leave all those things aside. If you have an idea, you're the best person to put it into action. However that is different and unique to each individual, just as much as each individual is different and unique. Like for me, for instance, I did this movie called Daddy's Little Girl. And it's, the log line is, what happens when a little girl befriends an undercover cop with a self-destructive streak? Is the love of a single, overworked father enough to get his daughter's life back on track? Now, for me, I wrote this script. I didn't know how it was going to get together, where it was going to go. But you know what? It was around Christmas time. Everybody around that time is in a lull, like nothing too much is going on. Everybody's about to break for the holidays. So I'm like, you know what? It's not the type of budget where I need millions upon millions of dollars to create special effects or what have you. Let me just do it. So I just threw myself into it. I called up some actors that I knew. I got some locations. So I did the casting, the location scouting, the scheduling, and it was like just, you be there, you be here. I did auditions via Skype. It's just put your blood and bone into it, because ultimately that's what will come through.
Okay, so one last question.
Sure.
When you're a producer, you understand this because we were just talking as two producers, that being a producer in this business is still being in a business, right? Because truthfully, all business is show business, right?
Right.
But this is a business side, and when you're the producer, you have to know the business side of show business. And maybe that's not something a lot of women are totally comfortable with yet, because we're just starting to step into producer roles. And do you think that there's like, how do you feel about that? How do you feel that women are in managing and running the business side of being a producer?
First of all, and this might sound counterproductive, but don't be afraid to use your sensitivity. Because being a sensitive, vulnerable, kind individual is really an asset. Because you understand what so-and-so needs, you're empathetic, you're kind, you want to keep everybody, listen, happy crew, happy cast. Happy cast, happy production. So you want to keep it as comfortable, as homey, as open for everyone. And I know like everybody's like, oh, well, it has to be about a bottom line and so and so and so and so. You know what? At the end of the day, make something that you could say, wow, I was a part of that.
Okay, but what about the sales and marketing and the promoters?
Okay, sales and marketing promoters. So you ask people, okay, you want to bring it to this territory? Okay, let's talk about the price that you're going to give me to bring it to that territory. Because if not, there's somebody else. Right or wrong, everybody says that, you know, there's no DVD sales anymore, it's all VOD. Okay, so fine. So what are you going to give me in terms of a deal for rights for this to go to VOD and certain properties? And don't be afraid to ask for what you think it's worth.
Okay.
So, you know?
Yeah, that's a big thing. Women don't always ask for what they think it's worth because they undervalue themselves. That's a big problem in business, every kind of business. All right, one last question, and that is, thank you. The internet. How is the internet really affecting the business today?
For me, you know what? Use it to your advantage. It's a tool. That's your promotion platform. If you know you're afraid something's going to get leaked, is that what you mean? And like,
well, also to build maybe views or audience views or whatever you can. I think internet could do a lot of that.
Build it as your platform. There's your inbred audience, you know? YouTube, Facebook, it's all marketing. At the end of the day, it seems like everything is a package. Because it is. But, you know, as an artist, ultimately, your theme, your propaganda is in there. Your relation to the heroine or the hero in your story is in there, and it's there for your audience to discover. So however you want to market it and package it to get it out there, the more power to you. Internet, you know, radio, that's not gone away. There's still radio. There's still radio on the internet. Posters. Posters are a great expression for what you're trying to say in your movie with a quick thumbnail of what your movie is about. And I mean, even just like a flyer or a poster is a great way to get your stuff out there.
Right. I once wrote a book called 67 Plus Ways to Make Fabulous Money Doing What You Love. And it's got a lot of that stuff in it because, you know, promotion is lotion. As you know, I'm coming at this from a PR background, and it's all about PR, right? That's what we're talking about, and I think the internet really allows for that. I think social media is today's PR. I think video is today's TV and combines very powerful tools.
Yes, I mean, ultimately, I believe the internet was made for everyone just getting together. There's this push, like nobody wants to be so isolated that we cut off from the rest of the world. You know, that's just human nature. We want to know each other. We want to be together. You know, like I know as artists, we kind of, you know, detach for a little bit and go into our little caves and create something, and when we're ready to reemerge, we will. But in the meantime, it's just like, yeah, let's get together and make something. And even if it's just sharing a like on Facebook, you've just communicated with someone, and think about how powerful that could be.
It's amazing. I want to thank you so much for taking this time to talk with us, and I look forward to learning more about you. And what if you just quickly tell me, say, I call this the shameless self-promotion part. Tell me what you're working on, when's it going to be out, and give me a website we can check it.
Okay, well, my website really quick is just my name, CATERINACAMPAGNA.com. And you could see a list of the screenplays that I've written on there. I'm working right now on post-production on Daddy's Little Girl. I'm also doing a movie called In Name Only, which is a family crime drama. Logline, an unknown New York artist battles depression and alcoholism to save the love of his life from her mafia family ties. Yes, we are at TIFF, so we practice our elevator pitches. And I just like, you know, it's going to sound cliche, but I'll say it anyway. I like pushing the envelope. I want to be a little bit to the left. I just find there's a lot of fertile ground in obscurity and absurdness and abstractness, and just, you know, go beyond those boundaries, especially if you're a woman. The time is ripe because people are paying attention to that. So you have your fertile ground. So go for it, ladies.
Okay, thank you. Great way to end. Thanks for being with us today on Janette's I'm Every Woman TV as we bring you the Toronto International Film Festival, the fashion, the glamour, the red carpets, the red carpet diaries, the galas, the parties, and of course, the celebs, the stars. Please remember to like, share, and comment on all our posts on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, Vimeo, Tumblr. You name it, we're there. Hashtag Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. And until next time, continue to be fabulous. This is Janette Burke, your host, getting rained on for Janette's I'm Every Woman TV. Bye for now.